My name is Pastor Jim Hoggett. I'm at Coeur d'Alene Homes, one of my favorite places to be on a Tuesday afternoon. When the women are all good looking, the men are all handsome, and the staff is far above average.
All right.
We just took a trip, and on this trip, I happened to be camping in a camp spot. Pam and I hid away in the Oregon coast for 2 days. Now, I've got to tell you a story that is the poetic justice. It's like the quickest poetic justice I think I've ever heard. A man with a large motorhome was talking to me about his camping, and he left his motorhome for a while, and when he came back, somebody had been trying to siphon his gas. He said there was a hose there and there was a bucket. Now, most of you don't know that there's several different types of tanks on motorhomes. There's a gas tank, but also there's gray water, which is out of the sink, and then there's black water, which I don't have to describe to you. This guy got the wrong tank, and it wasn't the gray water. How's that for poetic justice? Yeah. Now, one of the things we've been doing as we travel is keeping our eyes open. Now, when you go to a supermarket, what is it that you put your groceries in? A basket? I heard a cart. Some parts of the United States it's a cart. Some parts of the United States it's a basket. There's an actual chain in Southern California called Market Basket. If you go to Texas, you put your food in a wagon. Some places on the East Coast, you put it on a carriage. And like up around Boston, you put it in a buggy. Now, when you played hide and go seek, at the end of the game, when you wanted everybody to come in, we used to say, "Ollie, ollie, oxen, free, free, free." Now, what did you say? Same thing. Some parts of the country, it actually is a little clearer. I think it's probably the origin. It really is all outs in free. So some of the parts of the country, they just say all outs in free. Some of them say ollie, ollie, oxen, free. And where I grew up, it was ollie, ollie, oxen, free, free, free. Did you know there used to be like an encyclopedia? We talk about Britannica. This particular encyclopedia was called Bone, B-O-H-N, a Bone encyclopedia. So people, when they got ready to take a test, they would go and get out this particular encyclopedia, so they were boning up. I guess Ben Franklin had a father who had an axe and had a wheel that you would use to sharpen the axe. And I guess Ben Franklin, when he was a young man, wasn't too suspicious of people. Some guy walked up to him and said, "Well, how does that work? Show me how that works, young man." So Ben Franklin starts this thing, this spinning wheel spinning, and the guy had him use his own axe. He says, "No, show me how that works. No, show me again." And after the guy walked away, he realized he had just been taken. He got his axe ground for free. So he had an axe to grind. And that was Ben Franklin. He also said something I think was quite true. Visitors and fish both stink in 3 days. Another thing they used to do was a manipulation in ye old England in the medieval ages. They would have pigs, and they would give pigs away inside these bags. Have you ever seen the movie Babe about the pig? I love that movie because the farmer's name is Hoggett, and that's my last name. This is the same story. They would actually give or sell pigs, and sometimes they would try to pull the wool over their eyes. Now, let's see, wait a second, I gotta stop. Wool over your eyes. If you're a nobleman and you're on the Supreme Court in England, whatever they call it, sometimes if they would take that wig and they would pull it over their eyes so they couldn't see, that's what pulled the wool over their eyes. In this case, they would not only have this bag with the pig in it, but it'd be really wise to look inside the bag, because sometimes it wasn't a pig, it was a cat. And so you were letting the cat out of the bag. Well, we'll pick this up next week. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jim. Thank you.